The cab has arrived. Welcome back, guys. Next to me is a freshly painted cab. You're probably wondering what color we painted it. I'm not gonna let it out of the bag just yet. We have the chassis behind us, we rolled it out of the way. We picked up the cab from Mixed Image Customs and we brought it home. What we're doing now, we've already welded on the front radiator support, so we had to weld that on, bolt it on, that's all sorted. Now we're just gonna put it up and paint underneath. So underneath where all the floor is, we're gonna hit it with some Raptor. You might get a sneak peek of the color then, and then we're gonna drop it down and I'll let you guys know what the plan is with the whole look of this car. So let's get that floor painted. And then it should be time to drop it onto the chassis so we can actually see the car come together now. So let's rip in. It's a pretty good color. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you like this color. Okay, I've been quietly stressing about something in the background and I just got a call. Lifesavers, we're going to pick up the cab tomorrow, but there's one thing that we didn't have, and that was guards. Turns out, Series 4 patrol guards are almost impossible to find. And if you do find someone who has some, chances are they've bloody cut a hole in the side for a snorkel. So to find virgin guards without snorkel holes for a Series 4 patrol, impossible. So the guys at Panel House managed to find me some. I'm talking they're so impossible to find that I rang Nissan and they said 6 weeks for the left-hand side and 2 months for the right-hand side. Plus, it was $2,000, stupid money. But yeah, Panel House found a couple heaps cheaper and they could get them to me in 3 days. So I'm literally gonna go down and pick them up personally, and then we're gonna head up to Mixed Image Customs, pick up the cab, drop off the guards, and they're gonna paint bonnet guards, and I've got a visor as well. Do them all separate, but at least we get the cab back so we can start painting it. We're gonna lay some TXT coating on the floor on the bottom and then get it back onto the chassis. So let's get it done.
Yeah, all this money on me. Yeah, cash rolls all around me. Yeah, all this money.
Oh, it was good to see Adam from Panel House. Now we kind of f***ed up because the car I bought would not let the guards fit in the back seat or the boot. So we got them shipped up, which was awesome. And then Adam showed me his pride and joy, his little rotary ute. This thing is badass.
The next day.
We made an alarming discovery. The hardener of the Raptor is like fully gone off like jelly. So Mitch couldn't help himself and he's trying to, what are you trying to do, a bomb? And blow the arse end out of it. Oh! Yuck! Dude, the sound that makes. So, we had some cans of TXT and we ran out. So the Raptor's still fine. We just need to find a hardener that works with it so we can actually lay some paint on. We'll be back, see what we come up with. Okay, we've got ourselves some hardener, so let's lay some paint on. Alrighty, we've got the Raptor on now. It is finally time to reveal the color. We've gone for 202 black. I know, real exciting, but let me tell you a story. When I painted my 80 series, I kind of fell in love with the color. And the idea with this car is to go back to stealth mode. So we're trying to black everything out. We've got black wheels, black canopy, black car, black bull bar, black grille, black headlights. Just stealth the thing out. We're even doing a visor on this as well. Yeah, it's gonna look sick. So the thing with the Patrols is they never brought out a Patrol in black, not till the late series wagons. So it's real nice to have a ute in black. It's harder to clean, but it's just changing up. It used to be white, now we're going black, so it's just changing it up. And since the motor's out, we're able to do all the engine bay and stuff as well. So we've done a sick job with that.
It's just so plain.
And you can't. The thing is, this is my theory with color.
Makes sense.
Accessories make all the sense in the world because everything matches with black. So if you go with color, it's kind of, it'll lose fashion. Like if I just go paint it like Mazda red or do like a metallic blue, it's like black and white just always will be like color of a car that will be in fashion. You're never just gonna be like, oh, black's weird. I just didn't want to go to a crazy color. And no, we're not going chrome bead locks. Everyone does chrome beadbox. We're going black on black, baby. We're even getting black tires.
Really?
Yeah, bro.
Holy shit!
Okay, we got the old gel inside now. It's finally gonna stay nice and clean in the shed. And it's come to that time where I need you guys to comment down below, new car, new name, what can we call this thing? I'm thinking Squid, because she inks and she's black. Anyway, what are we doing now? I'm gonna rip the doors off. It's gonna be easier, get the doors off, make sure they don't get damaged, and then we can work on the interior. So we're gonna get everything painted black. We're gonna dye ink the roof, so the roof console, the roof liner, all the plastics black, and the boys are coming to put the glass in early this week, and we're gonna start hooking up all the engine and stuff. So just all the pipe, you get the radiator back in, pull all the wiring through, and my rims arrived yesterday. So I'll show you that in a second, what wheels we got for this thing. But yeah, let's start hooking everything up. It's crazy how dirty the motor looks now compared to the rest of the car, but that's fine, it's full drive. Alrighty, I've got the interior parts laid out in front of me. I've lost one of these, I don't know why. The other one's got all the gauges on it, which I think we're gonna leave grey. So we're gonna paint these. Michael told me to get like 5 or 6 cans of this, so we got one. And we're gonna spray the roof liner as well. So this is like a fabric vinyl dye. So it should soak in, and we're just gonna see how much we get done with this as well. Also, Michael just arrived, so he's gonna finish all the wiring on the car, and we're gonna just paint this and go eat some lunch. He's wiring the whole car, remember?
I'm wiring the whole car?
Yeah, that's why you're here, right?
Yeah, it's not here to hang out or anything.
No, look, people say my quality content is not quality, but Aussie Arvo's built an interior thing out of a road sign. This morning I woke up and it was bloody freezing. Winter is definitely coming, so if you want to grab a hoodie, jump over to our website. And being Mental Health Month in May, so for the next, I think it's another week to go, we're donating 10% to every sale on our website to Beyond Blue. So now's the time to buy if you want to grab some stuff for winter, for your missus, new shirt, shorts, whatever you want, go over and check it out.
All right, so this is a new door. The old door that we had off the GU before was absolutely mangled, just a heap of dents and shit. So we just got a new door. But this door is completely gutted, so we're gonna have to swap over all the window regs and locks and from the last door. But before we do that, we're gonna sound it in the inside of the door. Now, if you hear this, no good. It's really tinny, these doors are super hollow and they sound like shit. So we're just gonna throw the car boodles on the inside, and then you'll hear the difference when I'm done. So you've all heard the sound test. Shut up! I'm trying to film! We all heard the sound test before. Might have to play it again. Listen to that. Solid, quiet.
Hello, back to another episode of ASMR Built Not Bought. What? Today we are fixing the intercooler brackets. All right, so on the last one we had the top bracket there, but the bottom ones here need to mount from there to there. So I need to make something to bridge that mount back to here. So we jump on the plasma, draw up something schmicko, and weld it on. Meanwhile, easy outs. Okay, so now we're gonna make these bottom brackets. My plasma cutter's been playing up, but it finally just decided to fix itself. Machines like that are temperamental. They work sometimes, the next day they don't, but today it's working. So I'm gonna make this, but if I make it, that's too easy. So Chloe's here today. So you're gonna do the whole thing. Yay, are you excited? Wow, Chloe, nice welds. How do you think you did?
I think I've done pretty good. How do you think I did?
Well, let's see if the intercooler holds. Definitely stronger than the ones I had on there last time. All right, Chloe did a mad job of putting that together. Definitely didn't have me do it all, and I kind of just gave her the camera for doing bits. So we've got it mounted. Now, the good thing is, an issue we had with the Duramax, there really wasn't many, but one that kept popping up was the automatic gearbox overheating. Now, there are a couple of reasons maybe for that. Obviously, it's a heavy car, automatic. There's pumping around a lot of fluid. When the converter's slipping, it creates heat. I had my cooler under the tray, so that was kind of the only space for it. And I think what was happening, there was a full-time fan on it, but it was next to the exhaust, and as the heat rose, it got caught under the tray. So it was always in a hot environment. So to combat that, we've moved the transcooler up to the front to always get that forward airflow, and the fan's still on it, and we've actually managed to get it bang on behind here. We're talking like ½ an inch of clearance, and it's solid. But if it clears, it clears. So that's all plumbed up now. Hopefully that'll fix our cooling issue with the gearbox. So let's move on. All right, good morning. Today we've got the boys from Fab down here. Today they're going to do some 3D scanning on the engine bay because we are redoing snorkels and airbox, because we are running two. So the Duramax, you need both snorkels operating. So no, I don't run a Bluetooth snorkel. It's always had both hooked up. Being a 6.6 litre, it sucks a ton of air. So gonna scan it today and then knock up some snorkels in an airbox. So see what they come up with. What have you been up to, bro?
Working.
Where's the car? Where's your car?
Mine. Yeah. It ran. I took it to Kenilworth for one trip. I got water in the fuel and the injectors cooked again. So now I'm waiting on new injectors. And I got to make some new stuff for it. But it's coming back soon.
How's the new job going?
Good. Love it. I love being up here too.
Fabbing every day.
Yeah, yeah. Righto, so we're just about to scan the engine bay here for an airbox with this Wii remote looking thing. You can see on the lappy down there, she gets the details in, and we'll take this back to the office, use CAD to draw up an airbox for it.
Alrighty, the Fab boys have done their 3D scanning, so they're gonna go off and design all the airbox and snorkel and stuff. It's kind of weird having other people work on the car, but for this build, I'm just gonna explain it now. We are not building everything on this car. So this car has been on the channel for a long time. It started built, not bought, and we've done a couple of rebuilds on it. So we're not building our tray, we're not building our canopy, we're getting some other guys in the industry to make this a bit more of a reliable vehicle, let's be honest. So the purpose of this now is to be the main touring car, so we're gonna get some good gear on it. The next build coming up, the highlights, we're making our own tray, our own canopy, doing it all by hand. So we're definitely still doing some built, not bought stuff on that. But once I get the snorkel and stuff sorted, we can keep moving on. So they're gonna have the car for a couple of days, and then also it's gotta go down for like a wheel alignment and the tray and canopy. The boys are coming up to put that on. I think Michael's gonna help with doing all the wiring in the canopy as well. So there's a few more people involved, and we've got maybe 2 weeks max. So we head out to Fink in like, yeah, a couple of weeks. So it's all gotta come together pretty quick. I mentioned earlier in the episode, we're going to show you what wheels we're running. So we're going to run these Lenzos. Now, I put Lenzos on my drift car on the 180 a couple of weeks back. So they do a sick range for drift cars or any JDM, and they do an awesome range of 4B ones. Now, they're expanding their range. This is the only wheel that they could get currently for like a patrol offset with a neg 12. They are the M79s. Now I went with a full black one, so it's gonna be obviously blacked out body, blacked out rim, and we're going black tires too. Didn't bloody read about it. Black wheels, black tires, black car. So it should look pretty schmick. Check them out. In this model, they'll do the bronze and the silver as well, but I'm just going for that stealth look. So tires will be coming soon. We've ordered some new ones of them. And once that's on, it should finish that bottom section of the car. Heaps of moving parts. So we're gonna keep ripping on with it and hopefully meet our deadline.
Rightio, so we're gonna tackle another job on that massive list we have. So we're gonna fit the remote resis now. Usually when you fit remote resis, you've gotta have them somewhere accessible so you can adjust the clickers on the resis. Luckily for us, Superior Engineering has these electronically controlled shocks, so you can do that from all within the cab. So you can really stick these wherever you want, high and dry, and kind of keep them out of the way of any harm. So plan is, smack them there. We're gonna put the wires back to back, that way you can run it in one nice tidy loom to the front. So I'm gonna run upstairs to Fusion and knock up some brackets for these. Yeah, well, the plasma's decided to cook itself, so that didn't last very long. Anyways, moving on to the interior while we wait for it to sort itself out. So in here, we've always ran the car builders stick-on sound deadening. That's this stuff that's under here. That's mostly just for the sound, to take away that tinny sound like I showed you guys in the doors. Now, over top of that, we've laid the extra stage, which is like a heat. It's like a foam with a rubber mat, so that just dissipates all the heat and a lot more of the acoustics as well. So it should be quiet as a mouse in here and hopefully keep it a lot cooler, because heat just used to pump into this cab. The aircon could never keep up. We're also going to get a new center console, because I don't know if you guys had seen it, but we actually never had a surround. So we're definitely going to get a new one of them. We've got to throw them back in. The Shieldman seats are going back in because they've always been a great seat to us. So they'll be going back in, and we're also getting a new vinyl floor too, because the old one was pretty ratty. It had gotten very dirty, and it's hard to get dirt out of those vinyl floors. And all of our interior plastics, to stick with the black on black theme, are getting murdered out as well. We're doing black the whole interior, so this thing's going to look really nice when it's finished. I hate black. Well, would you look at that? The grey pieces are now black.
Wouldn't bloody read about it. So that is going to help keep with the theme of everything, of the theme of everything that Mitch Farrell hates. Anyways, that's just about all we have time for in this episode. Make sure you do subscribe to the channel, and make sure you jump over and grab some merch while we are doing Mental Health Month. So 10% of every sale donated to Beyond Blue. Go check it out, and we'll see you next week.